it's Veronica, your Imagineer here at Shaboo Prints. Welcome back to the Shaboo Studio for your weekly good message. You know, we're holding space on social media for all that's good, and we really need that these days. So welcome back for starting your week with something good. And I want to say a quick thank you for your thumbs up and love on the last video to Ralph Makes, Dottie Ross, Doreen Jimenez, and Barb Kroll. Hey Barb! Recently, my family and I visited the desert, and it was in a place that I hadn't been since I was 10 years old. And I have a memory at 10 when I stepped out into the desert and I saw this really pretty fuzzy looking little ball, and I touched it, and so it had like hair fine needles that just showered my finger, and it didn't hurt. So it was interesting. So here we are, and it's 40 years later, and we're back at the same spot, and I'm walking around and I feel an itch on my ankle, and I bend down just to kind of, I guess, brush whatever it was aside, and I look up and I have a finger full of hair fine needles. So I thought it was hysterical. It didn't hurt. I plucked them all out. But what I found really interesting was, one, we don't change much, do we? I mean, it was the same scenario 40 years later. And then I kind of looked at the horizon and I thought, wow, Mother Nature hasn't changed at all. And to her, 40 years was nothing. And so I found it very profound that, you know, here's a snapshot in history of me and my family at 10 years old. And then to Mother Nature, a nanosecond later, I'm a middle-aged woman having the same experience. So it was just very, it was very big. It was a very big moment for me. And of course, I don't need much to get me thinking all these thoughts, but I just thought it was really interesting to consider. Time is fleeting for us. We got to do things, you know, that make us happy and make our hearts feel good, because now is the time. And I'm going to add to that big thought that life is good and life is big and life is fast with randomly selecting a card from our magic spinner. I have randomly stacked Shaboo Prints cards in our Shaboo spinner. I'm going to hold you in my mind and my heart as I intuitively select a card that will possess a message for you for the week ahead. And let's see what that is. So I am now intuitively kind of tuning into the rack to see where I could feel warm spots. That's my intuition, I think, telling me where to go. And so, for instance, I'm feeling a warm spot here. And I can feel it on my hand, and then I come up here and I see what one feels warmest, and it's this one here. So let's see what message Shaboo Prints wants to share with you and me for the week ahead. Son of a... These are so amazingly good. So this is our Just Because card, and it is our Ladybug card, and it's one of our most popular. It's one of my favorites, and it reads on the outside, regardless of size, those who bring joy to others serve as imposing diplomats of peace. Joy is in the details, isn't it? And however small that is just as important as the big. So this minor incident, for instance, in my life, this minor memory is a big memory. It's significant. Even the ladybug, irregardless of size, which is what this card is illustrating, is potent. Making it more important is the fact that it brings so much joy to the world. So think about that in your own life, that every distinct instance is important, and that those incidences will continue to happen. That's still what's unfurling for you for the week ahead. Life is amazing. It's like at this very moment, something very significant is happening around all of us, each one of us. It's just we may not notice. Shaboo, thank you so much. That is very profound, which is exciting. So with that, jump into your week ahead and see what is what is there for you. Come back next week where we will share with you another positive message. Start your week off with a positive thought. But until then, live big and play hard.